think that's a classic Bard move.
Is Zark in the chat?
She's here. She said she's struggling with her headphones. I don't know if that means mic or hearing.
I'll clear up. Who just
okay.
joined the voice? Okay, if you don't have a mic, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're trying to hunt down a missing bard.
Oh,
We're trying to hunt down.
I think
a
that might
missing
be
bard.
Zark trying to play with her
Yeah.
headphones.
Yeah,
If not, she's been in here.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to help
Oh.
Zark now. Something is going weird with Discord. She just can't hear anyone in the call. We're trying to figure out what's happening.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
problem.
Okay, just
That's always
Oh, good.
not fun.
Vintel, you're here. Tell Zark she's got to switch back to Red Mage.
No, Sharon said it was
it's
fine.
prog. I'm not
Yeah,
going to be strictly
guys, I'm
enforcing
fucking
the.
litter.
We'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with her. I just wanted her to squirm a little.
She finally escaped casters for our normal static, and you can't make her go back.
I need that 1%. Gonna make up for the fact that I don't use any mitts.
Uh,
I think we need to look into other mitigating factors for that.
I see that
Yeah.
word.
That's
Alright,
true. All right, you got one more.
No,
I
because
got
someone
3
donated
donated
their
to me.
3.
I got
Oh,
4
okay.
more.
His
Okay.
yeah, 4 more. No, 3 more. Wait, how do numbers work?
Good question. I know 2n are all even numbers, and 2n plus 1 are all the odd numbers. That's the only thing I know about numbers.
That's a
Okay.
pretty good thing to know.
With that, you're going to be able to hit the prime time.
All right, I'm gonna look for a fill-in for the missing range DPS. Sorry for the delay.
It happens.
Yeah, people happen. People.
Yeah.
I expected this, to be honest.
Even with an organized group, you get party finder issues.
Can I come as Blue Mage?
You can
Probably
try.
in 8.45, you could.
Important question: can we missile the boss? There's only one way to find out.
You won't be able to zone in because you're not even right level. But it doesn't exclude limited jobs. I read the DF. But kind of excluded right now due to, level restrictions.
Can't you, since we're preformed, couldn't we do a unrestricted party or not?
No.
high level duties?
Wait,
we're not high enough level,
the
though.
term unrestricted is inaccurate. We could actually literally queue in, touch in with whole people.
Oh yeah,
men.
right.
Even phase 1 will go awry if we do it with less than 24.
Oh, of course, I'm sure.
So just try to be patient. I'm trying to find a fill-in.
No, we're good.
Technical support ticket complete. Zark is able to hear everyone again.
Hooray!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Discord being Discord with drivers.
All right, I found a guy. He's coming over.
Was it Discord being Discord with sound drivers or something else?
No clue.
I could kind of hear Zark talking.
Yeah, you can hear in the background.
I think you actually heard her from mine. We have a different.
That's what I thought.
It was in the
Like,
background of your mic.
it sounded like it was coming through the background of a mic.
All right, so while we wait, if anyone wants to share in Alliance chat, if this is your first time or if you're a veteran, if you've cleared anything like that, if you want, that is. I'm just curious.
No.
All right. So yeah, it's mostly a fresh learning party, which is perfectly fine. That's the intention. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page, even the vets. This is not an enrage. This is not deep phase 2 prog. This is from the beginning, and we're all here to have fun and learn and dip our toe in.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the fill-in is transferring from a different data center. So thanks for your patience.
Mm-hmm. I feel like private password only lobbyists should be able to be cross data center.
I mean, there should be a cross. One day there will be an region data center or region PF. That'll be glorious.
Yeah,
Public,
that'd bring
private,
people back to Crystal and Primal
primal.
from Aether. I'm tired of
Yep.
Aether taking the populace.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. A lot of people actually.
Aether has reigned for too long.
Aether, like when the data center stuff first came, a lot of primal permanently transferred to Aether. Like
Mm-hmm.
actually moved shop because they just didn't want to actually do data center visits, so they just actually packed up and shipped out.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them either. It sucked going from not having access to anything on your home world on the other servers.
The only reason I'm still on this one is because of my friends.
Yeah, because we're great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are cool. Like you.
All right, I'm
You're
going to
all
share
right.
my PF as well in the Discord. Not sure where this veiled person disappeared.
Given
Oh,
their
it's
name, they may have been watching Bleed.
Zark's tall again.
No.
Oh,
We all know who the deadest of DCs is. Dynamis.
Isn't that the one that's brand new?
Yes.
No one wants to start up on a whole new data center.
Well, I think they
Yeah, but
gave.
people did move there so they could get houses. That's about it.
Yeah, that is like the one pole available housing.
I think they also gave benefits to people who wanted to uh, transfer there. I think
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it was new
Mhm.
preferred world system type of bonus. Like the gold chocobo 10 or
Yeah, that thing is
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Might as well go use shout chat for recruit as well. Doesn't hurt.
Wasn't there someone in our Discord who wanted to fill? I don't know.
It was a healer and a melee or two
Oh,
healers. If
Yeah,
that's
they
who you're
were
thinking of, yeah.
a pair and one of them's a healer, so
all right.
otherwise I would have messaged them already.
I just saw the notifications in passing while I was at work.
What about Reese? Are they available?
Oh yeah, Riss. We haven't gamed with him in a while.
He just flew back in. He's probably jet lagged to hell and
Well,
back.
yeah, I think he mentioned if he wasn't dead, that he could be down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I figured it might be worth mentioning. Message
All right,
him.
so while I'm busy recruiting, does anyone have any questions about any of the guides, any of the raid IOs, or the WTF DIG link?
I think I'm good.
All right, sounds like everyone at least understands the WTF DIG slide. The important thing to know about that is all it does is tell you mostly starting positions, like what to do after swap, stuff like that. You need to make sure to use the raid IO planner in conjunction because positioning does not tell you how to handle the mechanics. Let me let me DM them before anyone steps out. I don't want to force anyone out and then not have anyone to replace them. So
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, there was one thing that I had a question about for the where the fuck do I go cheat sheet for party B. What after the swap, it only shows pairs for the third art of Darkness cast. Can you
yeah,
get
I was going to bring
There's
that up.
also it also shows spreads. I thought it also showed spreads from what I remember.
Yeah, it shows the spreads, but not the not for
Yeah.
the I can't remember the name of the mechanic. So if you start on the inside and you don't swap to an outside platform until the swap mechanic, it does not actually show the correct spreads for that. So if you need reference, just swap your light party or alliance, and you should be able to see
Yeah,
some sort of version.
I assume it's just one is gonna go more north and two is gonna go more south, but just it not being there made me question
I'll
that.
post it in the Aurelia chat, and so everyone can reference that if needed. So for that mechanic, if it does not show in where the fuck do I go, slide 4 of the Aurelia guide for phase 2 will show you where to go, and it goes by party, has things like M1R1, so it should be easy enough to follow. Okay, I'm going to move us from a private to an open learning party, and we'll just bring someone in that way.
I did not think it would be this hard to get a one bard.
The fizz range is also the most shot on class. That's the sad part.
I mean, I guess, but it's also easy as hell. I'd love to be fizz range. Actually, no, I like my melee. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think a lot of primal people are migrating to ether, and also all the
Yeah.
primal people that done this prog are already done with it too. So it's like one of those weird time sections.
That is true.
Yeah.
What Teddy Ursa said. Also a nice name.
Market is less saturated in primal, so you gotta stick with the group more.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I miss the days when like just everyone stayed with the group. Now people just like,
It-
oh, we wiped once. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah,
Just give me
people
my pet.
are
These guys aren't already perfect.
impatient, and yeah, that was one major thing Xeno said in his video about this fight. PF is way too impatient.
My favorite
Yeah.
is when the dude that fucked it all up leaves. Like, really?
Oh, for real. I hate that shit, dude. Like, come on, at least try to learn a mechanic.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're messing up a way earlier mechanic and it's like a swap prog, then there's a problem. They were trapping and they got caught.
Yeah.
Luckily, this fight doesn't have too many mechanics where a troll could just wipe the group. Blair is the big one in phase 1.
I've seen one. Yeah, I've seen like one or two trolls actually cause or traps actually cause wipes on that fight because of
Yeah.
time death with swaps. Just sends everything awry and then just stuff hits the fan. Oh yeah, I had a tank murder me with the stack lasers on phase 2 because they weren't in the right spot for Ariella.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Oops!" I always forget about that. I'm like, "Come on, man."
And if anyone knows anyone who's potentially interested, let me know as well.
You're normally not supposed to do this. normally you go from Gerudo Fortress to Spirit Temple, Gerudo Fortress to Spirit Temple, and I'm going the other way around. So I have to navigate around a bunch of invisible void triggers.
That was really that was sick.
I actually have Dinsfire for this. I don't need to use QPA. First actual Dinsfire use, despite being this late. Let's see. Here is another skull token.
The Spirit Temple music is so underrated, in my opinion.
It's great. And there's one more guy here in Wasteland who he normally sells bomb shoes in the vanilla game, which at this point I honestly kind of would prefer. But he's going to sell something over here. Oh no, right at the end. I'm gonna play it safe here.
Alright, I'm reaching for a fill in every avenue I have. So far, nothing. If anyone has any like FC mates or something, it would
I
help out a
posted our
lot.
PF and Radar's PF section.
Can't see in the Wasteland.
Yeah, I used the radar fill-ins, the radar PFs, gone to the helplines, I've DM'd all my friends. So
Don't these
now we
nerds
just
know
wait.
they're not supposed to have
You
stuff
already
to do on
posted, so I'll
Saturdays?
delete mine. Yeah, I just saw your message. I'll delete mine. Double posting.
No, you can leave yours. It's new.
Oh, I just deleted it.
And go over here.
I just saw
So
yours.
this is going to be Gerudo Fortress. So I got the Gerudo card earlier, so I can just...
We need what? Anything but a tank? People said they could feel otherwise.
I think we need a ranged DPS, right?
Well,
I think
ideally.
some people said they could flex a bit, so like anything but a tank.
Anyone who joins the party, I'll accept.
Okay.
Warm bodies. That's what we need.
Yeah, we do new bodies, yeah.
We need a
Meat for the grinder.
Yeah, we need someone to bait mechanics.
Pretty much, yep.
So for any first timers, you're getting the real experience here.
The real experience.
Classic.
Yeah, this is
party
it.
funding.
Yeah, week one was 1,000 times different. Parties didn't last long at all on PF. They were gone like almost instantly.
Yeah.
It was pretty popping.
See, that's why I didn't even try with this one until we got like a coordinated group.
Yeah, that's why I decided to create the coordinated group. And it's 99% coordinated. Just one no-show is all it takes.
How it goes.
I often have to use quick put away to light all the torches with my sword.
Never-ending story.
Mellow Cardi, can I get an update on the OOT glitch incentive?
I would love to give you an update on the OOT glitch exhibition incentive. We are 70% of the
Yeah,
way
we were gonna do. Wait.
needed. That's just 104K remaining. If you want to get those donations in, you can do that. And remember, all those donations also go towards unlocking the milestone for the Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom glitch exhibition. All of that together, remember to apply it to the incentive at the bottom. And a donation that has helped us get to that point is a $15,000 donation from Fangamer. And they say,
hey everybody, Fangamer here. We want to see that glitch exhibition happen as much as you do. So here's a little help. This donation, which directly supports Prevent Cancer Foundation, is made possible thanks to everyone who has shopped the Fangamer AGDQ 2025 collection. You can find the full merch collection at fangamer.com/GDQ. But hurry! You have until the end of the event to get your orders in. Yeah, love for Fangamer?
Park, is that someone you're recruiting? Yeah, we'll take anyone. And I'm sure we can find someone willing to Alliance C is anyone willing to a tank willing to flex DPS, or if they can just play Viper, I can move Lily and Swazrim.
remaining towards that glitch exhibition. And let me say, I think earlier we mentioned that we've been dubbed the Team Rocket of host duos. We want more of those.
Just direct them to the PF. This one is not private. Just look for the Saren Foresight practice group.
Glitches and GameCube controllers. Share your love with us and share your donations with PCF. Woo!
That's just another rupee. All right, so it doesn't look like there's anything too good here. I'm gonna head out to Gerudo Valley. There's a few things.
Yeah, just tell him to join his Viper, and we'll do a quick swapperoo.
Potentially stupid question here, but the switch you were trying to hit in Forest in the push block room, can you hit that switch with DIMS? Does that work?
I'm pretty sure not.
Okay.
Bargain Tender don't care about that. So there's a secret Song of Storms grotto. This one's pretty hidden. A lot of people don't know about this. But there's some more Deku Scrubs I can grab in here.
Okay.
All right, that's actually Fire Temple looking very appealing now because I mentioned Master Quest Fire Temple really needs hammer. Well,
I gotta change the recruitment criteria. One sec.
Near MQ Fire Temple, so I think I will go in there actually.
Oh, he can join his anything.
I would love to have bomb before I go in there. There's actually wait. I should check two things down here first. I'm gonna enter and re-exit the tent.
Alright, while we wait for the last person, everyone just check your repair or your gear's repaired.
So I'm gonna do a mega
You have
flip
food, you have
here.
melts.
There's a crate over here. I can mega flip to.
With food and what?
Melds. Make sure you have melds in your gear.
Meld, what is that?
Materia.
Good one.
I think Dark. I think they're saying melts, like different sort of like cheeses, you know.
Oh, like
melt, and then
Yeah,
Like a tuna melt or something like that. You know, just
Yes,
make
you
sure
want
you have.
you want two foods. You want your stat food and then your normal food.
ZFG, we do have a lot of love porn in for you. You want to hear a little bit?
Thanks, sure.
I'm gonna be real. Probably a hot take. I don't like malts much. I don't like the malt powder.
Nah, I'd rather have a milkshake than a malt.
I prefer them situationally.
I like them.
I don't know. The malt powder just got like a weird, like smoky taste to it. I hate it.
I love that.
Smoky.
Guess you already found it. Let's see that OOT glitch
Whoa.
exhibition.
Can this please
Hello,
be our
new
savior?
friend.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes.
Is that who we're expecting?
Should be. The Viper replacement for the Bard that didn't show up.
Oh yeah, awesome. Once you're on Primal, let me know if you need any help finding the party finder.
And if you could figure out how to throw your sword.
Oop.
I'm kidding.
Is it under TEP?
It's public Cloud of Darkness practice. It's going to be near the bottom, but the host is Saren Foresight.
Okay.
Oh, we made it public. Okay.
All right, if you're coming as Viper, all right. I think for Prague, no, we'll need to change someone. Does anyone want to swap with Aether, who just joined? So it can be 2 melee, 2 range in all the parties.
Because I think we're gonna need range for
The
the
Atmos.
Adams, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, Arc. Looks like you're out.
You have been voted off the alliance.
All right, Aether just joined, and Arc. I'm gonna have you guys leave the party and then rejoin in Arc. Go to Alliance C. Aether go to Alliance A.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. Okay, I'm reposting it. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna have to relook at the graphic again. Wait, I'm in C. Okay, it's just on the other side. Never mind.
Yep.
All right, PF is back up.
Oh, I was in private. Public.
Public, I'll be at the bottom.
Oh, you're on page 2 now. There we
Wait,
go.
is somebody switching our numbers? Then I don't know how. I don't know. If
Yeah,
I
okay,
know
we're
how
good.
this
We're
helps.
good. Okay, here's an in-game ready check. Thank you all for being so patient. You guys are the best.
Saren.
Yes.
Is someone gonna switch in our party?
Yeah, they already did. We have Aether.
We still have 3 melee.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
my
last
gosh,
slide, so.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a sec to try and rack my brain. Does anyone with experience who's DPS feel comfortable playing a faux range? Or a pseudo range?
I would, but I don't have any of my ranged options.
I'll just use piercing talon the whole time and nothing else.
Hell yeah.
That's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't you jump and not actually move towards the boss now? So you can do that too.
Yeah, to be a pseudo range, so you could play melee, you'd just be R1 or R2.
Yeah, because of positions.
Oh, I don't want to learn anything different.
Says that we're all thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna volunteer someone real quick.
I don't think any of the positions require you to be far away now. Don't we all naturally
Well,
go
not
to
until
max
the
melee?
second phase, right?
It's not about the positions, it's about the Atomos. They'll start doing damage to us and then like healing the boss, so yeah.
Yeah, the Tomos shouldn't be an issue. Varel, I'm gonna have you, just so we don't need to change party again. Go to where the fuck do I go? Alliance A. Go from melee to range. And
okay.
Which light party am I in, per se?
That hasn't been. Oh, well, yeah, spreadsheet, right? Oh yeah.
I'll just use my uncoiled furies on the Atomos.
Who is the person that didn't show up?
Actually, I don't think we knew their name.
okay, Aether, you'll be
I'm
M1 in
Oh,
Alliance
right.
A. Aether will be M1 in Alliance A. Varel, you'll be R1 in Alliance A. So adjust your WTF digs. And here's a
Okay.
final ready check. Thank you all again for being so patient.
Oh yeah, same for me. Just other side. Okay. Classic party finder. This happens. Yeah, this is worse or better than party finder.
All right, Viral, you ready? I'll queue us up.
Okay, give me 1 sec to like look over the thing, please.
Well, I want to get us in there
yeah,
so
I
I can
got it.
start throwing markers and stuff.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
want to get into duty. We're not going to start going right off rip.
Alright.
Bro, my cat is going crazy. Chill out.
So while we're progging phase 1 and getting through that, we're just gonna do lots of polls, and these mechanics, there's not too much studying you can do. It requires a lot of practice. So as long as everyone knows what light parties they're in for phase 1 and all that, then we could probably jump in pretty quick and start getting some polls under our belt. So these are the markers that I see in a lot of PFs. This fight doesn't need any markers. A lot of these are just slight helps. For example, B is just for her Blade of Darkness. The A1, C3, and 2 markers are kind of for light parties. But honestly, everyone eat your food. I think we just get a poll in, just so we can get a poll in and get this thing started. Alright. The boss attacks all tanks, so all tanks need to have their stance up. And then I'll do one final ready check. Yes, all 6.
Oh, all 6? I thought it was the 3 main tanks. Man.
Alright, here's a final ready check, and then I'll hit us with a 16-second countdown. Alright, here we go. And as we go through, if I need to explain mechanics or anyone has questions, we'll resolve those between pulls. This is Blade of Darkness. Go to the left of her low hand. That's the tell for that. And then go to the right hand. The other option is we have to run back to the B marker. But we did not see that one. Here is a big raid wide. I want to see reprisals used. So this is Grim Embrace. I'll explain it a bit more, but if you just were tethered now, you need to walk backwards to dodge your hand. And if you're being tethered now, you need to walk forwards to dodge your hand. Alright, some ads appeared on the edges. Get out of the way of the first lasers and the second lasers. And when you see a laser go off, step into that square. So you'd step in.
Oh, I'm stupid.
And then this is arrow. So it's going to get knocked back from the center. You want to go to a corner.
I've already been.
Arrow is the hardest mechanic of this phase, I believe.
The N arrow later.
So we'll see here he's casting N arrow. If you see EN before an ability, it means they're storing it for later use. And then this mechanic is Rapid Sequence Particle Beam. If you see the boss casting that, everyone needs to be in line with their alliances. So A on the left, B in the center, C on the right. Both tanks, this is a wild charge, which means the people in front of the beams take the most damage. Most fights you only need one tank, but this is like a double. So both tanks need to be in front. Everyone else in that alliance needs to be behind the tanks. And heavy mid. It does a lot of damage. Healers need to stay on top of that. The one final thing before we pull again, because that's the best way to get experience, is arrow. There is a green circle in the center. That will insta-kill you. So you need to be just outside the green circle and positioned to get knocked to a corner. Alright, if there's no other immediate questions, I'm going to do another 16-second countdown. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do lots of calling out left hand in these first pulls, and I'll tone it back as we learn so I can keep comms clear. Far out all the way to this B marker. This is the third variation of Blade of Darkness. It can happen later in like a minute, so be ready to run far. Big mid. So to tell this mechanic, you see how you can see the back of her hand grasping the crystal. That's how you know you need to walk back when your debuff ends. And this is pushing the crystal. So you want to go forward to dodge your hand. Enemies on the edge, dodge the first laser. When it goes off, move into it. Same with the second laser. So move into that. Move into that. This is death. This pulls you in, so you want to get to a corner and get pulled in. Alright, these are the first hand mechanics going off. You want to take those to the edge. Particle beam, then your light party's tanks in front. Alright, some hands just went off. You want to make sure to take those to the edge so you don't accidentally give a doom to an ally. And if you're dead, watch how they move. Left hand. So whenever there's an N arrow or N death, after the Blade of Darkness is when it comes into effect. And then for flares, you go to your alliance's corner. Everyone else stacks under the boss's face. There are no dancers, so unless there's any objections, the countdown will now be 10 seconds. But before that, if you're a veteran, or my friend Arcadia, if you see N arrow or N death, call it out. Try to keep comms clear
Oh,
for
I've
other
been
things.
typing. I've actually been typing in chat, but
That works as well.
I can call that out, no problem.
Alright. Here is 10 seconds. We go again. Well, that's 15. Oops. Oh well. Out to B. That's the last time I'll call that out in comms. one of the hands. Left hand. Again, last time I'll call these out. And everyone knows the drill. Big mid. Won't call that out again. You're tethered. Walk back. You're tethered now. You want to walk forward. First laser's winding up, and second laser's winding up. Step in. Step in. That's the last time I'll call that out. If you don't have a flare, get under the boss. And light party stacks out. I want to be on alliance sides. The light party 1's in the front, light party 2's in the back. And death. So after the next Blade of Darkness, there will be a death. This is the break mechanic. He spawns 2 eyeball ads, either east or west and south. And if you look at them or the boss when it goes off, you are petrified.
Death
Yes,
after
I'll go
the
over light
blade.
parties again next pull.
You just do not have time to walk out of that death.
Oh no, you have to
Yeah.
either have to invuln it and not be in that center while getting drawn in. You have to wait till the animation resolves, then go in.
You need to be far
You
enough to
can't
not get
be
pulled
in the
into it.
dense center, or you're just dead.
Yeah, death, you want to be in one of the corners, so when you're pulled in, you don't hit the point blank. And then after that goes off, there is a donut, so you need to move in. If you're pulled all the way in and you get hit with the first hit and you have Doom, don't panic, just stay still so you don't accidentally walk out and get hit again. But in general, death, you want to be pulled in and then step into the donut. And arrow, you want to be not so close that you get killed by the green circle, but position yourself so you get knocked to a corner, or you can use arm's length. Alright, I'm going to put up some markers. These are light party markers. If you're unsure, everyone just get in your light party, and need to clarify anything, we will. Alright, everyone's light party got 4 people. So again, if you're currently in ABC, which is light party 1s, you want to be in the hitbox when the light party stacks goes off, and if you're in 1, 2, and 3, you want to be max melee. Alright, if there's no questions, honestly with phase 1, just a lot of repetition and practice. Everyone kind of needs to watch out for themselves, make sure they do the mechanics right. I cannot call out everything. Alright, I'm going to put up the normal marks now. And if there's no objections, I'm going to do another 10-second countdown. And also bards have a pseudo Asuna if you need to get rid of the doom on yourself. Alright, here's 10 seconds. Pseudo means like but not exactly the same as. Called Warden's Payon, and it removes a debuff like Asuna.
It's like a 2-minute cooldown or something like that.
Not to be.
45 seconds.
45. Thanks for the correction.
Walk back if you're tethered. When I say walk back or walk forward, that means when your debuff resolves and the hand comes out. And these are walk forwards. One final tip for that mechanic is if you spread out and wiggle, it's easier to tell if you're tethered or not. First lasers. Arrow incoming. Careful of the green in the center. Either position yourself or LB or knockback immune.
Arrow
Let the
later.
dice counting down, get to the edge, remember forward or backward accordingly. Particle beam, tanks in front. Alright. Remember forward or back. Lasers again.
Arrow
Left
after
hand.
this blade.
Alright. That was an N arrow. Try to be better at calling that next time.
I mean, I called it out.
So this is phase 2. So this is where the Where the Heck Die Go link becomes super helpful. Because you need to make sure by the time this cast goes off like that, you are in the correct spot. Alright, does anyone have any questions about any of the mechanics? Yes, what Zim said, Arrow and Death are the most important mechanics, I'd say. That is correct,
N
Naya.
means it's coming after the next blade.
Yes, exactly what he just said. N means after the next Blade of Darkness, which is either left hand, right hand, or out to be, there will be an uncasted Aether or Death. Generally, you want to get through the first Arrow or Death without knockback immune, and then after Blade of Darkness, that's a good time to use it. Alright, we go again. Here is 10 seconds. Forwards. Backwards. Arrow, here's a knockback. And death. So after the next Blade of Darkness, there will be a death. Tanks in front. Light of Darkness, left hand.
Death after.
And then death. So you want to be in a corner.
We got death. Someone help? Okay. Never mind. I'm dead.
Alright, this is Flood of Darkness. Just like the first time, big mitigation. So you don't want to sprint too early. It helps if everyone's kind of under the boss to get healed up and shielded, and then it would go to positions. Alright, a couple things to note. First, I noticed a couple tanks get up to 10 stacks. Remember, the boss does put stacking damage ups on tanks, so every alliance tanks need to tank swap at about 4 or 5 stacks. I do not know that specific, Naya. It should not matter. Everyone should be in light parties anyways. But it does the most damage to the front, the tanks in the front, so... Instead of focusing on who it targets, just make sure everyone is in the correct position. One final thing before the next poll is each alliance, it helps if you put the 1 mark on light party 1 healer and the 2 mark on light party 2 healer. Just helps everyone keep track of their light parties and their groups.
I just want to say I appreciate whoever brought their Onion Knight cosplay.
Oh, thanks. It felt fitting, right?
Yeah.
Before I start going into too many Phase 2 mechanics, I want to see at least half people in every alliance make it to Phase 2 alive. Okay, here is 10 seconds. If your food's below 5 minutes, eat some more. Pay attention to the... So that's forward. Pay attention to the crystal in the hand, because I will not call it out in the future. And this is backwards. Feathers to corners, everyone under boss.
Death later.
Break, that is lookaways. Right hand.
Death after.
Can be any corner. Doesn't have to be your light party corner. And in for donut.
Fuck, it was
Arrow. Good improvements. Remember, no immediate rush. Get a bit of heals and then go. So if you're dead, look around, you'll see Atomos on the edges. That is Alliance A and Alliance C melee's priority. Alright, that was a good pull. We're doing better. Big thing about phase 1 is things are just mixed up and random. There's always different variations to see. And I don't think any of these polls have been the same. So we just got to keep going and we'll get everything done.
No, there's a chasm between the platforms. Can't get over it.
Alright, a lot of advice was shared in chat. It all is true and useful if you want to have a quick scan.
Okay, so actually I have a question.
Yeah.
When the hand debuff was about to go off, I got like slowed or something. I don't know how to happen.
Yeah.
It
Basically-
slows you
afflicted
and it
with
pops
heavy.
up and swipes.
Yeah.
And you need to get out in that split second or you'll get doomed.
Yeah, basically you really want to start moving right when you see that slow debuff spawn. It spawns with 2 seconds, and that's how about as much time as you need to resolve your hand.
Yeah, if you were going full speed, then it would not matter if you go forwards or backwards because you're that quick. But because it slows you down, you need to be going in the direction.
I would
the
just
correct
use
direction.
a gap closer.
And
to
if you
get out
have
of
the
it personally.
backwards one, you cannot pre-move or it will change your facing.
Oh,
You need
damn.
to
Yeah,
wait for
it's
your
based on the
debuff
way
to
your
show up.
character's facing is the orientation for your hand glaive. East-west, it'll cleave east-west, depending if you're facing north-south.
And if you're ever unsure if you have forward or backwards, going to the edge and facing kind of perpendicular to the edge.
So you can just, straight.
So it doesn't hit your party or anything.
Okay.
But in general, when you see the tethers, and remember I'm not calling it out, you see the back of her hand, know that when the debuff expires, you want to be going backwards.
Okay.
That's the best way for me to remember.
hand back,
And if
backwards,
she's
not
pushing
forwards.
the crystal, then you want to go forwards.
Yeah, the hand direction locks in when your debuff expires and you get the heavy. So whatever you're facing when that happens is where the hand's gonna be, relative to whichever debuff you had.
Yep. Exactly.
Alright. Again, if your food fell off, eat it again. Here is a 10-second countdown. A lot of self-accountability mechanics. Death, that's a Poland, into donut.
Arrow later.
Restoring arrow. So after the
And
next
this-
blade, there will be a green circle that knocks back.
And this will be Grand Particle Beam.
Alright. And your alliances, tanks, and right hand.
Arrow afterward.
Knockback immune.
Ah, fuck, that was too close.
Layers soon. If you have a flare, get to your corner, otherwise stack. Light of Darkness, big mitt. Mitt is mitigation. It's where we get into our where the fuck do I go positions. So for tower, you're in the middle. Tanks move first, then healers, then DPS to get to the tower. There are towers. Very good poll, team. Very good poll.
Yeah. I think everyone was live heading into tiles that time.
All right. If you need to know where to go, that's when you pull up the WTF dig link. That's a mouthful. A couple things I want to point out at the top of the WTF dig link is I believe that is the spread positions on platform A and C if you ever get the two orbs in glowing. And then one other thing I want to point out is Alliance A Healer 2 and Alliance C Healer 2. While you are able to easily heal your tank and your party on the platforms, we also need to keep the R1 and R2 from Alliance B topped up. So you'll need to target them and keep them topped up occasionally. So we don't want R1 and R2 and Alliance B to die. So yeah, we will talk about pairs and spreads. So pairs and spreads for the groups on the platforms in Phase 2, it depends on what the humanoid cloud of darkness on your platform does. If the boss holds up one glowing orb on one of her sides, that means that side is going to get cleaved, so you need to cross. If they hold up two glowing orbs, then that is pairs, and you need to look at the resources provided to know where to stand with that pair. It'll be melee tank, healer melee, and rain range, usually. And then if the boss itself starts glowing, that is called the laser spread, and you'll need to look at the resources to know which position you're on to dodge that. All right, let me see what
Yeah, we
everyone's saying in the chat.
don't really need markers. Just stand where the infographic tells you to stand. Like for
Yeah.
partners, it would be north, south, and on the side, and then spreads. Basically, it's going to be the same, but with people in between them.
So yeah, that's something we'll also learn with practice. And yeah, one final thing, when the boss on the platforms is glowing and they do the spread, you never want to aim any of them inside because that'll kill the people on the tiles. You always face it to the outside. All right, here's another ready check, and we'll get a few more polls in, and then take our break at the 30th minute of the hour. All right, here comes 10 seconds. and arrow. So after the next blade will be arrow. Break, look away from ads.
Arrow after.
Arrow will be after. This is a good time to arm's length. Death, that's a pull in. Get to your corners. Into the donut. Alright, we're going to do one more pull just to get phase 1 down, and then we will take our break, and that is the perfect time to review your WTF dig link and just memorize your pairs, your spreads, your tower positions, and then when we come back we'll practice phase 2 more. So here's 10 seconds. Let's get a clean phase 1. She's storing death. Break, look away from boss and adds.
I've got Doom.
Alright. After this blade is End Death. Death again, get out. It sucks, and then corner. Or donut. Tanks have priority first, then healers.
Are we missing a tower?
Oh yeah, if any
Yeah.
towers
Yeah,
are
there were
missed,
many
it does
broken.
raid wide. If you miss one, you can survive. Two, probably not. Three or more, and everyone dies.
There were many dead at that point.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll take our break now. What we want to work on when we come back is the platform parties, making sure they're doing the 3 mechanics into towers correctly. And yeah, so for now, we're going to leave the party to reset the timer.
Duty, not the party.
Yeah, leave the duty, stay in the party. Resetting the timer. We'll take a break till the 40th minute of the hour. And again, it's a very good time to study the dig link.
Oh, we lost somebody.
That was one of the people who have cleared in the past. Just lost.
No, they were getting family
Oh.
aggro.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that.
So
So
it's
don't
back to
stress.
the part of the raid.
I got
That's
7 minutes to find one. Nobody sweat.
That's a
This is
healer.
why you just stop talking to your family like I did.
Yeah.
I wish.
Unless you live with them, makes it sometimes harder. And also
Ark
situation.
can be a sage if we find another range. But our first issue was finding a range, so.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
I'll
hold
say
on to
just
that idea for now. I got 6 minutes. I'll try my darndest.
We're just gonna need you to spam Vercure like your life depends on it, and it does.
Everyone else's life does.
Yeah.
Hey, Saren, you there?
Yes.
So when the Stygian does the cleaves and does like both sides, is that like a light party stack or what's going on there?
The orbs above the thing's head.
Yeah, like when it like
One,
has the glowing thing out to the side.
if it holds up one orb, it's going to cleave in that direction. If it holds
Yeah,
up
I know
two
that.
orbs, you need to be in your partner pairs. And if it just glows, you need to be in your spread positions. It's going to do 3 of those, and then towers.
So if you watch the timestamp I put in the video, it telegraphed half cleave, partners, and then you can see the timing. There was a half cleave. It happened to be the same exact one the second time, a second half cleave in the same half, and then partners. And then after it does all 3, which is completely random, then you soak your towers. So you need your pair, your spread, and your tower priorities, and that's why the WTF dig link is so helpful.
Okay. I was just asking. That mechanic wasn't very clear.
Very minor question. When we get to the towers for the tanks on the platform, are they supposed to be inner, outer, or both right? It's a little unclear from the diagram.
I don't think positioning matters
Alright,
in
so
the
you're
tower.
A tank 1, right?
Yes.
So for spread, you'll always be north. For partners, you'll always be north, but closer to the boss. And then for towers, you're north or east.
Okay.
So if you had half cleave, pair, spread going into towers, then the half cleave doesn't require any thinking really. And then use the thing on WTF dig to see, okay, that's where I am for pairs, that's where I am for spread, that's where I am for towers.
Okay. That works for me then. I was just wondering for the towers because it felt like the kind of thing that's usually mirrored, but it looks like it's just east for tanks on either side. I'm good.
Oh, also, it looks like we had somebody leave Alliance C.
Yeah, the healer had they drew aggro from their IRL fan.
Oh, okay. They just left the party completely.
Yeah, they DM'd me, they let me know. Real life happens.
Yeah, it does. At least that's.
And at least they held out till the break. Okay, everyone take a bit more of a break. Sorry we have to fill again, but thank you for your patience.
You're good. Doing a great job.
I hope everyone's getting some good practice, and even if we don't do this again, won't be scared to go into PF. It won't be
It's me,
pleasant, but
sorry.
you'll have more practice.
I mean, that's just PF.
I know, and plus now with everyone the way things are going, you'd pretty much have to actually go to Aether, which is kind of crappy too.
While we wait, while I'm putting out feelers to find a fill, if anyone has any questions about anything, it's the perfect time to strategize.
Renzo Swing.
Poor bastard.
We need to.
I kind of
We
like
need to
Sween.
finish
It's
Sween.
been fun.
It's just the people I've ran it with make me hate that fight.
Yeah,
I'm glad I
I do.
have my 100 totems.
Honestly, same. I had a person where we changed a mechanic like very slightly to make it easier. It's the meteors.
Yeah.
And they just left. They're like, nah, I don't want to learn anything new, and then left.
Yeah, that's PF in a nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, how were you planning to do the meteors anyway?
We were gonna do.
We were gonna do
Right,
box.
Oh yeah,
No,
boxes.
I was. No, I was doing it like we were gonna do it in a line so that no one had to move at all.
Actually, no, that's inaccurate. Line can go really screwy. Everyone actually, to be safe, has to start from the first one and work back. Line is actually bad. So is L.
Well, it was
Something.
working.
Well, if we do it in the static next week or something, we're gonna be doing box.
Yeah, box is
And that's
the best.
what
yeah.
PFs do. I've not tried any of the others, but box
And plus, also L leaves a lot less room. It's just one of the worst strats. So is L, from experience. I've seen so many things go wrong with L as well as box, but L in particular, with the first one getting, or the last one getting hit, then you have to run to the first one. It's just creates a mess sometimes.
I mean, I'm partial to box, but you know, if like everyone wants to do one mechanic, then you know, one person should just adjust. You know.
Yep. If the PF said box strat, then yeah, they should, because people really need to be on the same page for that. Because one non-deleted box by the end is just 100% death.
Yeah.
Point.
Grumpy cats.
Cats are hard to hurt.
Yeah, my cat's kind of grumpy at me because I made him get out of my lap. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this Naya person.
Definitely not setting the new PB today. Bro, same. I got it muted on my right next to me.
Oh, is it on right now?
Today's the last day.
Yeah.
AGDQ.
I'm really.
AGDQ is gonna be June or July.
I regret not watching like more of it. But I guess I'll go watch the box or whatever. It's fine.
They just finished up a run of Ocarina of Time, completely randomized with no logic.
Right.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, he
I
was
mean,
going crazy.
what did they get? What time did they get?
I didn't catch the end. I think it was like 3:35. Something like
Yeah.
that. I think in just today alone, they've gone like at least $600,000 raised. It's crazy.
Yeah.
People are going insane trying to unlock new runs and shit.
wish, honestly, that I had the patience to like speedrun a game.
See, that's the thing, is that a lot of speedrunners don't have much patience. That's like kind of like the
I
whole
know,
point.
right? Yeah, the whole point of speedrunning is because you don't have patience. Yeah.
Yeah, but how much of that
Okay, but
is
like
pre-gaming work to figure out the
a
correct
lot.
like
Like you
routes
get
and
it, you're playing.
glitches and shit?
Speedrunners played a game for like thousands of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends.
And there's
on the
they do
game.
like thousands of runs of the game just trying to figure out ways to like make it faster.
All right,
You
I
have
have
to-
a tank player who can fill. That requires some juggling. Is anyone comfortable? Any of the tanks comfortable DPSing or healing in Alliance C?
I only have DPS, so I can't change.
Okay, I won't force anything. Don't worry.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay, that's Nye. She was the one willing to flex the tank, but unless one of our tanks is comfortable flexing, then
Let me double check. I can. Let me double check my gear to make sure. But I don't think I have a healer. But if nothing else, I might have tomes to buy gear. Just know my healing is going to be really, really scuffed. If no one has a problem with that.
I think we'll take the prog over the scuffed
One of
anything.
our
So
one of our
you're
tanks in C swapped to healer, so we should be able
I'm
to do it.
707 as white mage.
Ooh, that's too low.
Not great, yeah.
That's too low.
Oh, who swapped off
877.
tank?
One of our tanks in C swapped to healer, so we're good.
Is that Naya or Teddy? I think Naya.
Naya.
Okay, then looks like you can tank Naya.
So we're gonna have
Fantastic.
Naya
Thank you
and
very
Naya.
much.
All right,
Nice.
Naya, you're the goat. It's hard to say.
Just
Naya, you're the goat too. You're both goats.
If nothing else, just call me Valkyrie.
Okay.
That makes it easier. All right. What data center are we in?
Primal data center.
Okay, give me a minute.
Thanks for flexing, Naya. That's really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say this is a fight where knowing all the roles is
It's
pretty
good.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll reach swap, but with the swap mechanic in this fight, everyone basically needs to know how to be on the platforms or inside on the tiles. I'm in Limsa and I can see other groups struggling to fill as well.
I avoid going to Limsa. Like, it would kill me if I step foot in there.
Yeah, I don't like going Limsa either.
Only time I go to Limsa is so I can immediately teleport up to the aft castle for
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like experiencing the debauchery.
And plus, when I data center visit, I get stuck in Limsa.
Yeah.
Because
That's not just
this-
PFs looking to get filled in Limsa.
I know, right?
Valkyrie, the PF is private. So once you're logged into Primal, I'll send you the password.
Yeah, since I actually started on this character
I'm
as
in.
an Arcanist. So yeah, Glimpsa.
Same.
All right, yeah, private. Look for Saren Foresight.
Gotcha.
And
See
then
it.
passwords 123 4.
Got it.
Very original, right?
Mm.
Very, very original.
Never would have guessed it.
All right.
All right, shooting out a ready check.
Hog champ.
Have you used WTFDIG, the little website for positioning?
Have I?
Yeah. Like, do you need any
No.
resources or anything, or are you good to go?
I've got the resources for Aurelia and Codcar. I just recently got to Bramble, so that might be the only thing I'm gonna be struggling with.
Okay, well, we're like fresh phase 2. We started this fresh in phase
Gotcha,
1.
gotcha, sweet.
And now
Fantastic.
we're finally getting Art of Darkness
The
going.
farthest we've got is to the first tower in phase 2.
Fantastic. Okay. Ha, put my gears notice me though. I can fix that.
The life of an Omnicrafter.
All right,
I
Zelk,
know, right?
real quick, in Alliance chat, Zelk, just say if you're main tank, off tank, so Valkyrie knows what to play.
Off tank. Okay, gotcha.
Thanks for throwing those up.
Oh, I'm in
I think you're 1, I
C.
think.
C. I'm in
You're
C.
in
Ha
C.
ha ha.
Oh yeah, Light Party 1.
That's like
All right.
I was in A the first
Now they have 2 Muggles.
All right, these are the waymarks we've been using because these are the ones I found through PF. If anyone has any, like, oh, those are the wrong ones.
Yep.
Those are the ones.
Wrong duty.
Yeah, those were the setup markers for tiles pre-pull. The ones you
I also,
pulled.
okay, I have some slightly different ones if you want to take a look at those, but these will work.
Yeah, throw them up. Let me look at them.
Okay, give me a minute.
I have so many of them myself. Nah, these are Bramble's markers.
These are.
We'll hold off on those until we consistently get to Brambles.
This is the ones we were using for my group
I see the
for the platforms.
Oh yeah, for orientation on tiles.
But this may be because these are Codcar and maybe not Aurelia. But use whatever you guys feel comfortable.
All right,
These
we'll
are
use what
also
we've been
for-
using, but that's good to know for the future. I'll hold on to them. I saved them. All
Yeah, those waymarks were for are getting referential spacing for tile space. Not necessarily one strut over the other. They're just for orientation waymarks.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm shooting out at 10 seconds. Real quick, food check. Make sure you have your food buff going.
Oh, good.
And here we go.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Let's make it as clean as it was before halftime.
And then I'm gonna focus target you. Perfect.
I almost potted.
Almost potted.
Fucking go
I think
all
we
out,
all
man.
need a little pot.
This pole is the kill. We got it.
Death. That's a Poland donut. An arrow. Particle beam, tanks in front.
Bugger.
Alright, just reset Alliance A.
It's the first time I've had to use my reset button.
Yeah, especially when death comes up, healers and even bards, just be ready with those Asunas and Peons.
It's all good, Nine. No worries.
Alright, here's 10 seconds. We go again. Death.
Oh, biscuits.
That's a Poland donut.
Storing arrow.
Particle beam. Line tanks. Someone catch if it is an arrow or end death.
Arrow.
Yeah, it's an arrow.
Alright, it's after this blade. Knockbacks.
Not right now, Magi.
Remember, M1s and M2s are on the ads.
But he used Transcendence.
Remember, tanks, then healers in the center. All right, everyone. How is everyone feeling about the Art of Darkness, which is the orb mechanics with the ads on the side?
I'm getting increasingly more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you can lay down, but you need to sit down, Magi. Holy biscuit! Don't you dare gripe at me.
Tell Magi that we love him.
I
Sorry,
believe in you, Magi. You can do it.
Oh yeah, no. So
what
if
manner
you're
of
good
life
at
form
doing
is Magi?
typed callouts, you can type in party chat during Third Art of Darkness. It has to be party chat because Alliance A and Alliance C mechanics don't match up necessarily. Yes, it's always 3 attacks, then the towers. And they are random.
One orb is a half cleave in the direction of the orb. 2 orbs is the partners, and then 3 orbs, and the boss glowing is the spreads, and then we get towers.
So a quick note about the pairs mechanic is it targets the closest players. So that's why in the WTFDIG link, it is important if you're closest or furthest with your pair partner.
Yeah, it's the 3 closest, so you ideally want to stand like on the ring or with some visual indicator like that.
So I know some people are on console, some people don't have it, but it's very helpful to have the WTFDIG up on a second monitor or a phone. But if you can't, don't stress it. It's just a little tip.
Sit.
All right. Because I talk for quite a bit, I'm going to do another ready check before we pull. And as Aster just said, it is a positioning cheat sheet, not a mechanical one. So you want to use it in conjunction with the RAID IO. All right, here is 10 seconds. Let's get it.
Sit.
Far out. Over to B.
Death later.
Oh shit, was that me?
Break. That's the look away.
I was looking.
Death
Remember, the
after.
death is coming.
Broken.
Arrow, knockbacks.
I'm gonna have a lot of stacked turn.
The
Yeah,
lasers
you want
went
the
off
lasers
because tanks
pointed
were dead.
out.
It was a snowball effect. All right, any questions, comments, concerns?
Wait, we take those facing north.
You take that laser straight north. Yeah.
Okay,
We
gotcha.
need them facing
Okay.
out from the tiles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that would
It's
actually be a good
facing the
idea.
bombs.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that's the difference between them. Gotcha.
All right, so act like A and C, the markers themselves, are the boss on the platforms.
Okay.
Just check with your alliance if you're in the correct spread position, partners, and power positions. So for now, let's do pairs. Alliance A and C, where would you stand? Who's closest, and who's your partner for pairs?
That would be.
With pairs?
Oh, if we're talking pairs,
Parties
okay.
are.
Two orbs.
There you are.
Partners.
So like.
So if A is the boss,
Nye would be
he is
with
the boss.
melee 1, whoever's the melee in group 1 is then the north partners. Alright, so you're with Nye, Kildred, just behind her so she's closer. Perfect. And then
And yeah, so this, as Ash just said, is true north. Later in the fight, after swap, you may end up facing a different way, but really the only thing that changes there is the west or east range DPS pair just swaps to the other side. So you're always facing outside. And then healer and tanks kind of get it lucky. They're always south or north in their partner as well. Okay, so everyone's got their pairs.
yeah, for us,
Now,
she did spreads.
now get in your spread positions.
For this one, Kildred, you're between me and Nye. Like that. Yep.
All right, any questions so far? Okay, the half cleave does not matter. There are no specific positions. Just don't get hit by it. And then lastly, let's start with north-south towers. If the towers are north and south, there should be 3 on each. Go to your tower. All right, everyone got 3? All right.
I suppose it doesn't matter, but I think Varel should be in the south, and Zark should be in
Yeah,
the
I
north.
think we should. Okay.
Okay, so these are north and south, and then there's also the east and west variation.
So
I believe
basically, we
south,
just
southwest,
rotate
and then
clockwise.
north is northeast.
Then Nye, you're in the east tower if they're east and west.
All right, any questions? If not, we're good to pull again. All right, here comes 10-second countdown.
Oh
So
yeah.
you want to put the markers back?
Marks. Yeah.
I got him. Everyone else, focus on the task at hand. An arrow. After the next blade will be an arrow.
Thank you.
Break.
Break, that's look away. After this will
Arrow
be
after.
arrow. It's also a good time to knock back immune if you have it. Arrow. Remember, beware of the circle of death. Remember, tanks, you gotta fresh taunt those. All right, that was better. That mostly again came down to the snowball effect.
Just remember, if she's holding 2 orbs, that's the lasers.
No,
And then
that's
if
pairs. Two
it's
Glowing
pairs.
is
Okay.
spreads.
Her
Okay, gotcha.
body glowing as the lasers.
One
Gotcha,
orb,
I'm
cleave in that direction. 2 orbs, partners. Whole body glowing, spread.
That's what it is. My bad.
Another thing that might potentially help some people is 2 glowing orbs, 2 people. That means partners. But everyone has their own way, so don't hyperfixate on what I just said.
Yeah. It's a good
I will
mnemonic.
never think of it in another way.
It is not a bad mnemonic.
Hyperfixation
actually.
activated.
All right, we're going right back in. Practice makes perfect. Here is 10 seconds. Thanks, don't forget to swap. Arrow. And arrow. Particle beams, tanks in front.
Huge. We didn't have enough people alive.
Keep going. The light alliances that are alive can get some practice. Here comes Cloudlets.
Oh.
Blade of Darkness, Arrow after. Arrow is after this. Transition. Alliance A tank and Vuln and live as long as you can on our ad so other alliances can practice.
Damn, it hurts. Oh.
Alright, that's a wipe. One quick tip about Arrow is if you're between the green circle, and the 1, 3, or 2 markers, that kind of gives you a line towards the corner. It's one thing that gets a lot of people, especially me, is you're just barely not facing the corner enough and you go off the edge, even though you're right next to the green. All right, here's 10 seconds. We go again.
There's also a kind of 4-square diamond also that you can aim with for on each 3 points.
Yeah, I always use
Arena.
the 4.
Arrow, arrow, arrow. Storing death. Storing death.
This will be laser particle beam.
Dark, tank that. Or taunt. Arrow after this, arrow after this.
Death, 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 not arrow. Death.
Oh, that's on me.
Well.
Well, even the leader messes up once a night.
That's your last one, yes.
Play it out as if everyone's alive. Remember, even if you're dead, with your eyes, imagine what you'd do in the situation.
For that one, Nai would have been in the other tower if we were all alive.
And for that, if there's any type of communication, party chat is the best way. But don't feel pressured, because I know it's a lot of multitasking.
Yeah. Food check.
Yep, if your food's falling off, we're trying to go for till the top of the hour, so have enough food for that. Alright, I'll throw another ready check because it's been a while.
I really want to know how you got that emote, Lily.
The $200 one from that statue.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. I'd rather have diamond dust. Thank you. Hey, Zoe, please shirk.
Far out, far out. Storing arrow.
Oh shit, that was forward.
Right.
Oh.
Left hand blade, followed by arrow. Arrow is after.
Benzo taunt.
Death. That's the pull in. You know, phrase Alliance A.
Cares.
Box. Or cross is what it's called. That was really nice. Everyone did the towers correctly. The only reason 2 went off is because their players were dead and not because they messed up, so that's very impressive.
I'm in here now.
So since we saw seed and since we saw cross/donut, I will explain those before the next poll. So the cross thing where you saw purple clouds, or potentially saw purple clouds around the big boss, if you go to slide 5 and 6 in the Aurelia, like phase 2 raid IO.
Okay.
5 is donut, so when you see ghastly gloom, or ghastly, I can't remember what it's called, but it's ghastly, let me find it. Starts with ghastly. So yeah, slide 5, if it's the donut, it's pretty easy for the people on the platforms because you just move in. Obviously don't lose track of your positions when you move back. But Alliance A and C on platforms move in. The tricky part is the people on the tiles. Remember, and it says in the slide, tanks move first, healers, then DPS. So platforms move in, tiles move accordingly so they're all safe. And then she can also cast Ghastly and it be a cross, in which case slide 6 tells you where to stand. And then I will also explain the seed mechanic. So that is on slide 7. So players will be tethered or given a seed and they need to drop it in the corresponding locations. So if you're on platform Alliance A platform or Alliance C platform, it's pretty easy. The people with the seeds go north or south. It's a bit tougher on the tile players because they need to drop them on the inside ones. And as people move in to drop them in the correct locations on those tiles, just be careful not to double step on a tile and break it.
There will be situations on the tiles where you and the one of the trio you're with gets the other one. But when it's on the north-south break, you have less worry because the south, or the north and south will go to the respective tiles, and you won't have to worry about the movement order. But when it's on the same group as you, let's say your tank and you get it, your tank would move to the north or southmost tile to drop in that middle two, and then the other one will drop in the earlier, closer one. I think I explained that poorly.
So as Vantello was saying in chat,
It
it
targets
is
the 3
proximity based.
closest people. We just pair up to take the damage. So one of each pair needs to be closest than the other 3 people.
All right, one final thing about seeds, again on slide 7, is 2 people in Alliance A on the platform and Alliance C on the platform will get the seeds, but everyone else will get either a 7:33, 97 second countdown debuff, and those are beams you just need to aim out. You can see the narrow slivers of purple in the slide. You just, before it runs out, you gotta get out, face away from your party. And yeah, we're getting to the tough part of phase 2 where there's a lot of mechanics and we can't just rely on WTF dig to tell us where to go in the example of seeds. But we're not going to hyperfixate on that. I'm going to do a ready check and we're just going to get some more practice. Again, PC players or people with 2 screens have a huge advantage by having this on second monitor.
Yeah, it really helps.
That works.
All right, Bakri, let us know when you're ready.
Way back. Shoot to kill.
We good? Let's go, Zarin.
Okay, here's 10 seconds.
Wait, did someone else say be right back?
No.
Or my
I don't
okay.
think so. They were the only one that didn't hit ready.
Okay. Yeah, okay. They just
No, there were mutterings. You're not crazy.
did see they just are in alliance.
Far out. Storing arrow. Break, look away. Light of darkness, left hand. Arrow.
Provoke Zoke.
Yeah.
This one, probably just clean it up.
Yeah.
The lines say ad is gonna go crazy.
Damn, she slaps 289k autos. But she was empowered because of the tether.
Ain't that a fucking mood, Naya? Naya's
Alright, memory of
AFK
a
for a moment.
goldfish. Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, if anyone needs like a quick, like gotta grab something or water, 30 seconds. And then we'll do a couple more pulls.
Yeah, Naya has cat aggro.
It's like in phase 1, you really have barely any time to hardcast res anyone. It's like Swift or yeah, you're gonna get caught flat-footed and deleted.
Yeah, that's why this is closer to Savage than Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of individual accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like in Extreme, you can get carried mostly. This is more like Savage, where
she
you
has
can't
been
get
removed.
carried.
Oh, headset's about to die. We're not having that. We're not having that. No, no, no. No, John. I'll try it. Right.
Yeah, that bleed from diamond to tiles, very painful bleed. Very painful.
And Naya's back.
Alright, I'll throw a ready check. So one thing about the raid.io link, especially the Aurelia one, is once you get like seeds, which we've been getting to, and kind of just follow the slides from 7 onwards and just move to the right, and it shows you the rest of the entire phase, and basically entire fight. Because after phase 2, it goes back to phase 1 we've been doing. Alright, we got 2 or 3 more good pulls in us. Let's make them count, and let's get some progress. Here is 10 seconds. Alright, if you've been using a different Aurelia link, this one does load faster. The original is janky for some reason.
Yeah, probably because it might be on the German server, so it's not loading quickly. I don't know. It's super slow.
Nips.
Storing death. Break, look away. Death is after. Death is after.
Zuck, when you can you provoke? Thank you. Shit, I don't remember where I was.
Death, 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 death.
Thank you.
Raid wide, big mitigation. Focus up, we're all alive.
How the hell did that happen?
The mechanics.
Taunt, make sure to taunt. Yeah, if the spread's killing you in one shot, it's probably because you're getting cleaved by two somehow.
Yeah, you're probably too close to the boss. You have to be a little bit further out. They're kind of girthy enough. You can't be like on the boss's hitbox. You have to kind of like back to the wall. Kind of.
I was
very
thinking that
kill.
time we might have been too close to each other too.
Oh yeah, that would also kill you.
Can we
'Cause I
go
think-
ahead and throw up the platform mark, or can we go ahead like there's pre-position practice? There we go.
Yeah, that couldn't hurt. At least in that scenario, I probably should have been farther to the right, but barely you should have been on to the left of me.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
What?
I'm just gonna stand still until we figure this out.
Yeah, review your. There's got to be a shorter turn than WTFDIG. Just call it the dig site.
Yeah, it's literally short for where the.
I think the spread
do
is
I
just
go?
because if you're closer to the boss, you're more likely to get cleaved by a second one, just due to the way it's programmed.
Yeah, the width of them are kind of widthy enough.
I'm calling it
think-
dig site from now on. Okay,
Well-
we're gonna do another ready check. I think we can get 2 more good pulls on the night.
One really good pull.
All right. All right. Here comes a 10-second cooldown. Countdown. And if your food's full enough, eat some more for the health.
As I had 30 seconds.
Far out. Storing death.
Oh, that was some major ass fucking lag. Shit.
Thanks, don't forget to swap. Look away, break.
It was death, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
after
death
this
what's
is
coming.
death. Make your way to the corner afterwards. Get as soon as ready, in case anyone's got. Thanks, don't forget to swap.
Provoke. Thank you. Meek. Push it.
Death. Death again, get to the corners. As soon as ready. Alright, throw up the mitigation. Remember A and C, provoke your ad. Inside healers, remember to spot heal.
Yeah, that's still did a lot of damage.
Yeah, because there was quite a bit of towers missed.
Oh no, he's talking about the
Oh.
lasers. But yeah, I got hit by the second cleave, so I couldn't get in the tower anyways.
Great job on phase 1, guys. That was the cleanest phase 1 of the night, I think. I didn't
Yeah,
have
it
to
was,
stun at
actually.
anybody. Alright, let's do one more, and the night on a good note.
That was a fairly definitely good phase 1.
Me and Ventel just have to remember to swap.
Arrow, arrow.
Storing death.
Particle beam tanks in front. Blade of Darkness, left hand. Was it death? It was death.
Death.
You get doomed.
Yeah, we won't tell anyone.
I'll never know.
No.
I'll get that. Everyone's dead.
I think we just wipe here.
Yeah, we're cooked.
One thing about the Tomos ads on the outside is they do hit for like 197,000.
Yeah.
That's
The
why
big
the
number.
melee stay on top of them. Okay, yeah, great progress for a fresh learning party. Having such a clean phase 1 as we did last poll, or not last poll, the poll before that. And then being able to see towers, get some Art of Darkness practice going. More or less reach the point where you can basically pick the Aurelia phase 2 raid IO. Just start from slide 7 and move onwards, and basically teaches you the rest of the fight. Hopefully no one should be scared of doing this in Party Finder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was fun.
And yeah, thanks to everyone who stuck around for a full 3 hours. Really impressive, and I'm glad everything went well.